Alright, you are welcome again. Today, let's talk about distance between 2 points. And then I'm very sure you've known how to use distance formula to find the distance between 2 points, okay? But today we want to go advanced from that level, okay? We want to take something different from what you've known, okay? Now let's take a look at this question. Find the value of the unknown parameters if number 1, the point A 1, 5, point B x, 2, and the distance between the line A to B is 5. You get it? And then number 2, we say point A is minus 3, y, and point B is 9, 2. And the distance AB is 13. And then we have number 3. The point A is x, x. And then the point B is 1, 4. And the distance AB is square root of 5. Okay? Yes, when you take a look at this question very well, you will discover that we are asked to find the value of the unknown parameters. In number 1, we are asked to find the value of x, of which when you take the distance between A to B, it will give you 5. And then in number 2, we are to find the value of y, such that when you take the distance of AB, it's going to give you 13. And then number 3, we are to find the value of x, x, such that when you take the distance of AB, it's going to give you square root of 5. All right? Yes, this is what we are going to take. Please, I want you to watch this carefully. All right? Good. Let's go. Number 1, we have the point A 1, 5, and the point B x, 2, and the distance AB to be 5. Now you know that our distance formula says that r is equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Is that true? Yes. And you know that we already have our r to be 5, okay? Then we have 5 is equal to, so we consider the point A to be x1, y1. And then the point B to be x2, y2. So when we say x2 minus x1, so that means we're going to pick our x2 from B and x1 from A. So when we pick x2 from B, you are going to have x minus 1, all in brackets squared, plus when we say y2 minus y1, our y2 we have 2, and then y1 we have 5. So we have 2 minus 5 in bracket squared. Okay, so here we have 5 is equal to square root of x minus 1 in bracket squared plus 2 minus 5 in bracket squared. Okay, now let's go. Let's take the square of both sides. Let's take the square of both sides. That means you're going to have 5 squared is equal to square root of x minus 1 in bracket squared plus 2 minus 5 in bracket squared, all squared. So in 5 squared, we're going to have 25. That is 5 times 5, 25. And then in the right hand side, the square is going to cancel the square root. Okay, so that means we're going to have 25 is equal to x minus 1 squared plus 2 minus 5 squared. You get it right? Good. Now this x minus 1 squared is the same as opening the bracket in 2 places. That means going to have x minus 1 in bracket, x minus 1 in bracket. And when we say 2 minus 5, it's going to give us minus 3. Then we have minus 3 squared. Okay, good. Here we have 25 is equal to x minus 1 in bracket, x minus 1 in bracket, plus minus 3 squared. So when we say minus 3 squared is equal to 9. And then coming to these two brackets, let's multiply. So when we multiply, we're going to have x times x, x squared, x times minus 1 in the second bracket, we have minus x. And minus 1 in the first multiplied by x in the next, going to give us minus 1. And minus 1 in the first multiplied by minus 1 in the next, going to give us plus 1. So here we have x squared minus x plus 1 plus 9. So here we have 25 is equal to x squared minus x is going to give us minus 2x. Okay, so here we have minus 2x plus, when you say 1 plus 9 is 10. So therefore we have 25 is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 10. Let's take 25 to the other side. As we take 25 to the other side, the left hand side is going to be 0. So we have 0 is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 10 minus 25. So when we say 10 minus 25, it's going to give us minus 15. So here we have 0 is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 15. So and then you know that it's the same thing as saying x squared minus 2x minus 15 is equal to 0. Now let's factorize this. We're going to ask ourselves a question: what are the two numbers that when you add them together you're going to have minus 2, and when you multiply them you're going to have minus 15? So the two numbers are 3 minus 5, 3 and 5. When you say 3 minus 5, it's going to give us minus 2. And when you say 3 times minus 5, it's going to give us minus 15. So in place of minus 2x, we replace it with 3x minus 5x. So that means we're going to have x squared 3x minus 5x minus 15. You know, when you say 3x minus 5x, it's the same as saying minus 2x, right? Good. Then we have equal to 0. Let's group this 2 by 2. So when we group this 2 by 2, we're going to have x squared plus 3x in bracket minus, we have 5x plus 15 in bracket equal to 0. Let's factor out. What do we have in common in x squared and 3x? We have x. So when we factor out x in x squared, we're going to have x remaining. And when we factor out x in 3x, we're going to have 3 remaining. All right, good. So here we have x, open bracket, x plus 3, close the bracket, minus, what do we have in common in 5x and 15? We have 5. So when we factor out 5, we're going to have minus 5 in open bracket, x plus 3 equal to 15. So the values outside the bracket and one of the brackets. So we're going to have x minus 3 in bracket, x plus 3 in bracket equal to 0. So when you equate this to 0, we're going to say that x is equal to 5 or x is equal to minus 3. All right, so here we have solved and we obtained the value of x to be 5 or minus 3. So we're going to say that the point A to be 1, 5, and the point in place of x, we replace it with 5, 2. And then the distance AB is going to give us 5. Or when you say the point A, 1, 5, and the point B, in place of x, replace it with minus 3, 2. And then the distance between AB is 5. All right? Yes, this is how to represent it. So these two now, when you take their distance, is going to give you the same. All right? Yes. Now let's take number 2. Number 2, we have the point A minus 3, y, and the point B 9, 2, and the distance AB to be 13. Then we are to find the value of y. Let's go. We're going to take A to be x1, y1, and we're going to take B to be x2, y2. All right? Yes. We already know our distance formula. R is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 in bracket squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Is that true? Yes. Now let's go. We already know that the distance AB is 13. So in the place of R, we say 13 is equal to, we have square root of x2, we have 9 minus our x1 is minus 3. So we have minus 3. So we say minus 3, we're going to give us plus. So we have 9 plus 3 in bracket squared plus, and then y2 minus y1. Our y2 is 2 minus Our y1 is y. Then we have 2 minus y in bracket squared. Alright, so here we have 13 is equal to square root of 9 plus 3 in bracket squared plus 2 minus y in bracket squared. Let's take the square of both sides. When we take the square of both sides, we are going to have 13 squared is equal to square root of 9 plus 3 in bracket squared plus 2 minus y in bracket squared, all in bracket squared. So in the right hand side, the square is going to cancel the square root. So we're going to have the content in the bracket outside. All right, good. Now when we say 13 squared is going to give us 169. So therefore we're going to have that 169 is equal to 9 plus 3 in bracket squared plus 2 minus y in bracket squared. All right, yes, you get it right. Now let's go. We have 169 is equal to, when you say 9 plus 3 is going to give us 12, and 12 squared is 144. Then we say plus this 2 minus y is the same as opening the bracket into two places. We have 2 minus y in bracket, 2 minus y in bracket. Okay, good. Here we have 169 is equal to 144 plus, when you say 2 times 2 in the next bracket, it's going to give us 4, and 2 times minus 1 in the next bracket is going to give us minus 2y. The minus y in the first multiplied by 2 in the next is going to give us minus 2y, and minus y in the first multiplied by minus y in the next is going to give us plus y squared. So when we say minus 2y minus 2y, it's going to give us minus 4y. Then we have plus y squared. So here we have 169 is equal to 144 plus 4 minus 4y plus y squared. When you say 144 plus 4, it's going to give us 148. Then we have minus 4y plus y squared. Okay, now let's take 169 to the other side. That means we're going to have 0 is equal to 148 minus 169 minus 4y plus y squared. Okay, good. Now when you say 148 minus 169, it's going to give us minus 21. So here we have 0 is equal to minus 21 minus 4y plus y squared. All right, yes. So here we say that is the same as saying y squared minus 4y minus 21 is equal to 0. Here we can factorize. We look for two numbers that when we add them together, it's going to give us minus 4. And when we multiply them, it's going to give us minus 21. So the number is 3 and minus 7. So here we're going to replace minus 4y with these two numbers, 3y minus 7y. So here we're going to have y squared plus 3y minus 7y minus 21 is equal to 0. Let's group these 2 by 2. We're going to have y squared plus 3y in bracket minus 7y plus 21 in bracket equal to 0. When we factor out, we're going to have y open bracket y plus 3 in bracket minus 7 open bracket y plus 3 in bracket equal to 0. So here we're going to have y minus 7 in bracket y plus 3 in bracket equal to 0. So therefore we're going to say that y is equal to 7 or y is equal to minus 3. So the value for y is either 7 or minus 3. So any of them can serve. All right, so to present this properly in the line, we have point A minus 3 in place of y, we say 7, and then point B 9,2, and then the distance AB is equal to 13, or we say that the point A minus 3 in place of y, we say minus 3, and then the point B say 9,2, and then the distance AB is equal to 13. So the distance between these two, they are the same. All right, yes. Now let's take the last one, which says the point A x comma x and the point B 1 comma 4, and the distance between AB is equal to square root of 5. Here we already know our distance formula to be r is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1 in bracket squared. All right, yes, let's go. r is equal to square root of 5, right? So we're going to say square root of 5 is equal to square root of, we take a to be x1, y1, and b to be x2, y2. So x2 is 1 minus x1 is x. So we're going to have 1 minus x in bracket squared plus, then our y2 is 4 minus y1 is x. So we have 4 minus x in bracket squared. Is that true? Yes. So this is the arrangement. So from here we can take the square of both sides. So when we try to take the square of both sides, we're going to say square root of 5 in bracket squared is equal to square root of 1 minus x in bracket squared plus 4 minus x in bracket squared, all in bracket squared. Okay, so in the left hand side, square root is going to cancel the square, and then in the right hand side, the square is going to cancel the square root. All right, so after this square root have been cancelled, we're going to see that 5 is equal to 1 minus x in bracket squared plus 4 minus x in bracket squared. So we say that this square is the same as opening the bracket into two places. So when we open them, when we expand them, we're going to have 5 is equal to 1 minus x in bracket, 1 minus x in bracket plus 4 minus x in bracket, 4 minus x in bracket. Okay, so when we expand it further, we're going to see that 5 is equal to 1 minus x plus x squared plus 16 minus 4x plus x squared. All right, yes. Now let's try to combine them together. We're going to have 5 is equal to, when you see x minus x, going to give us minus 2x. So here we have 1 minus 2x plus x squared plus 16, when you say minus 4x, going to give us minus 8x plus x squared. So here we have 5 is equal to 1 minus 2x plus x squared plus 16 minus 8x plus x squared. So when you say minus 2x minus 8x is going to give us minus 10x. And when you say 1 plus 16 is going to give us 17. And when you say x squared plus x squared is going to give us 2x squared. So here we have 5 is equal to 17 minus 10x plus 2x squared. Okay, let's take 5 to the other side. We're going to have 0 is equal to 17 minus 5 minus 10x plus 2x squared. So here we're going to have 0 is equal to 12 minus 10x plus 2x squared. Let's divide 2 by 2. Let's divide everything by 2. So when we say 12 divided by 2 is going to give us 6. Minus 10 divided by 2 is going to give us minus 5. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. So therefore, we're going to have 0 is equal to 6 minus 5x plus x squared. Okay, and then we see that it's the same thing as saying x squared minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So we can factorize this, right? We're going to ask for two numbers, and when you add them together, it's going to give us minus 5, and when we multiply, it's going to give us positive 6. So minus 3 minus 2 are these numbers. Okay, so we can simply say, we can simply replace minus 5x with minus 2x minus 3x, because when you say minus 2x minus 3x, it's the same thing as minus 5x. Okay, so now that means we're going to have x squared minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. Let's group this 2 by 2. We're going to have x squared minus 2x in bracket minus 3x minus 6 in bracket equal to 0. Let's factor out. When you factor out in the first one, we're going to have x open bracket x minus 2 in bracket minus 3 open bracket x minus 2 close the bracket equal to 0. Here we're going to have x minus 2 in bracket x minus 3 in bracket. So therefore, we're going to see that x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 3. Now, if you want to write it proper, you are going to say that the point A is either 2, 2, and then point B 1, 4, and then the distance AB square root of 5, or you say the point A is 3, 3, the point B 1, 4, and the distance AB is equal to square root of 5. All right, yes, when you find the distance between point A 2, 2, point B 1, 4 is going to give us square root of 5, and when you find the distance between point A 3, 3, point B 1, 4, the distance is also going to give you square root of 5. All right, yes, thank you very much for watching. Please keep watching, like and share our videos. All right, and stay blessed.